The social practices within our society strongly dictate the concepts and ideas we have surrounding our views towards individual wellness. Our daily social practices that we all typically and habitually perform are what creates the social norms seen within our culture today. Social practices, furthermore, are intended to create small changes within our society in hopes of purposely changing the mainstream views within our culture as a whole. Another way of thinking about this concept is through the idea that our social practices place our everyday practices into context. We know this to be true by looking back at our society's history and analyzing some of the drastic changes that have taken place over time. An example of this would be in regards to how our society used to treat mental health related issues within women. According to dual diagnosis, women during the Victorian era would have been diagnosed as having a condition called hysteria if she displayed anger, sadness, was seen as disobedient, chronically tired, or feeling anxious. The treatment at that time was to place women of that time period into institutions due to these conditions. Women placed inside these institutions typically had little to no rights, and more often than not were the victims of some type of sexual, emotional, mental, or physical abuse. As society changed over time, women were given more rights, more advancements were made in regards to mental health related disorders, and most importantly, we developed ethical practices that were put in place to protect those suffering from these types of conditions. When looking at wellness from a humanities perspective, we can see that historical events and art have greatly influenced our views surrounding wellness in both positive and negative ways. When considering the humanities in my issue topic, history shows why women often fail to put themselves first, or at least why they feel selfish in doing so. According to Zolz and Miller, gender roles are occurring long before a child is even born. These gender roles are what has fueled gender stereotyping and how each gender is expected to behave. In terms of women in wellness, they are often caught in a vicious battle of giving themselves time to care for their own wellness while attending to the needs of those around them. However, our society is still continually evolving in terms of our ideas surrounding wellness, and with all things, we tend to not make changes until something becomes problematic for the majority. Until recently, there has been a lack of importance in regards to wellness as a whole within our society. However, our society is becoming increasingly more health conscious, causing more individuals to become more educated on methods of taking care of themselves from a health and wellness perspective. As more individuals change their lifestyle habits, the more likely we are to see major changes in how our society views these areas as well. Again, as our society changes its views, it ultimately changes our social norms and everyday practices. When we are examining and analyzing the social changes that have taken place within our society in regards to wellness, it often helps to consider how those changes have influenced our chosen professions. As a future social worker, it is amazing to see how the social work profession has continually changed in positive ways. Social workers and related professions work closely with others in a variety of different settings. Regardless of the setting they work in, they interact closely with others in order to help assist them with an endless list of health and wellness related areas. The concepts and principles surrounding wellness have helped the social work profession and like fields see how important it is for all individuals to find a balance within all 8 dimensions of wellness in order to achieve personal successes as well as ideal health. The wellness principles have slowly created specific tasks that are required within social work in order to best serve and support those they work with. Those roles are, but not limited to, working as a broker, advocate, mediator, case manager, educator, facilitator, organizer, as a manager, to being a counselor. Each of these differing roles help to support those that are in need of changing their personal wellness goals for the better. As with all things in life, there are so many different challenges that can influence an individual's wellness. Some of the most common challenges within today's fast paced society are working long hours, having multiple jobs, being a single parent, going to school, balancing family responsibilities, to suffering from various health related issues. It almost seems impossible for anyone to achieve good health and wellness when we consider the limitless list of wellness challenges. As a society, we have created some unrealistic goals and expectations into what we all should be able to conquer throughout each day. As a society, we almost set ourselves up to struggle to maintain a healthy balance within the 8 dimensions of wellness. However, as a society, we are becoming increasingly more aware and educated on the importance of nurturing our wellness. This is where the advancements in science and technology assist us in achieving this goal. Our society has created a multitude of apps and devices that sole's purpose is to help us obtain health and wellness in more effective ways. Two of the most popular apps that support an individual's quest for obtaining a healthier lifestyle are the Up Device and MyFitnessPal app. These apps support and foster social connection by allowing its users to compete and challenge one another's lifestyle goals. These apps and devices also help its users learn to obtain a healthier diet, exercise regimen, and sleeping habits. They also provide nutritional and physical exercise coaching tips and information on the importance of learning about heart health. These wellness tools give daily reminders on how each user can better control their health and wellness in every aspect.